Hello everyone and welcome back to Arctic Retro. It's time for another edition of Mail and Donations. There's no donations this month, but I used my own money to buy a lot of cool things and things I need. So one of those things is another Atari computer and also some items from DigiKey. So let's take a look. I'll start with this one, a small package that came from Germany. So let's take a look what's inside the plastic. Alright, yeah, I see it now. That's an IDE adapter that converts from those 44 pins small IDE connectors to the older style, the old IDE connectors that are much wider, so that you can connect the old IDE hard drives or old IDE cables into newer types of computer that has the smaller connector. Then we have this small package from China, Chengda Park in Guangzhou. It says PC fan. Yeah, I actually ordered a PC fan not long ago. Yeah, maybe 1.5 weeks or 2 weeks ago. And it's already here. Yeah, small little fan I'm gonna use in that ITX computer that I am building. And when this video comes out, I have probably already built it, so not sure if this is a particularly good fan, but the one that was in on that motherboard was kind of noisy, so I thought I would try another one just to see if that improved it. This package came from Norway, something I bought from a fellow retro computer enthusiast that I met on Facebook, and yeah, let's take a look. Floppy disks. Actually, I needed a couple of old 5¼ inch floppy disks. I need some from time to time to test stuff on Commodore machines and floppy disk drives, and I was running out, and yeah, I got these. These are not used. KO. Double-sided, for governmental and educational use only, not for resale. Okay, not gonna sell them. And they are notched on the side, this side I guess, that makes them usable on both sides. The seller did that as a service for me, so pleased with that. Nice to have some floppy disks. Here's another package that came from China, and it is from Qingpi district in Shanghai, and it simply says hard drive. You can actually still order old hard drives from China. I'm not sure if they are used or not, but I hope it's not used. And this is in fact an IDE hard drive, 2.5 inch. Yeah, as you can see, it has an IDE connector, and then I can use this adapter if I connect the cable, and then I can connect a wider cable to it and connect to an old PC. So it's a Samsung, and it's 160 gigabytes. It's probably a fake one. It was quite cheap from China. I suppose Samsung doesn't make these anymore. Well, they might be doing it. Let's see if we can see any dates or anything on this. It actually says 2008 here. So maybe it's actually 14 years old, this one. And might be that it has been used and then just formatted. You never know. Alright, another package from China, and it says electronic connector. Let's take a look. Okay, yeah, there's some connectors, and I actually needed this for the PC build project, and it came a little late, but now I got them, so I can replace the connector for the power supply with a real one or a suitable one. Next package is this one. It is sent from Slovakia. Let's take a look. It's really stiff and hard. Think I know what it is. Okay, this is a PCB. Actually, this is a ZX Spectrum issue 3B motherboard replica. And I have actually waited for this since I ordered it in February this year. And I had actually forgotten about it, but then I went through my eBay order list for this year, and I saw that I had ordered it but still haven't received it. So I contacted the seller, and he immediately sent me another one. So here it is, and this can be used obviously to replace the original ZX Spectrum motherboard. I am gonna build a complete ZX Spectrum pretty soon, but not using this motherboard. This is just for having around, and probably not gonna use it. Maybe sometime in the future I will use it, but not soon. Actually, I'm thinking about just hanging it up for display someplace, like there or some other place here in the lab. Another small China package, and it says electric pen. Okay, that's a mobile phone cover. I have never ordered this. I thought electric pen. I have ordered these plastic small screwdrivers. Sometimes when you want to adjust something in a monitor, or some adjustable pots or resistors, you should use a plastic screwdriver instead of metal, and I have ordered a set of those, but this is completely wrong. So I guess I just have to contact the seller and say that he sent the wrong thing. Alright, next one is this, and it's a big one. So this is something I bought again, and it's a machine I wanted. I found it here in Norway on finn.no, and yeah, it's another one for my collection. And look at the box, you can probably guess now what kind of machine it is. Alrighty. The Atari 400 computer, and that's exactly what it is. Let's take a closer look at the box. Box looks in very good condition. A few marks here and there and a little bit of wear, but that's perfectly normal. And yeah, I recently got an Atari 800 XL, and this is yeah, what you might call the little brother of that, or maybe it's the big brother, because this came before the 800. On the side here, some marketing text in 5 different languages, and it says the Atari 400 computer is designed to be used by virtually anyone. It's easy to use and easy to afford. It works with your television set. It has a large capacity 16K memory and a pressure sensitive keyboard, and it's expandable, so you can custom build a system to meet your needs. On this side contains one Atari 400 home computer with pressure sensitive keyboard, 16K random access memory, and owner's guide, power adapter and switch box. And here is a serial number, BZ 101807. Okay, let's open it up. So I just recently started to get some Atari machines. I had an Atari ST1040 from before, and now I have this 800 XL and then this one now. So okay, here's something. It's probably some of the feet been falling off. Inside the box, not very well packaged, I can tell. This Atari 1010 cassette recorder just lying directly on the machine, on the keyboard. Hopefully nothing's damaged. And it has the Euro contacts, 220 volts, and an Atari joystick. And there's the machine and some manuals. It's Atari programmer's book, games for Atari, and that's the owner's guide. Let's take a look at the machine then. The machine is quite dirty and looks to be quite yellowed. There's an area there that's a completely different color. Let's check with some alcohol here. Yeah, it's completely filthy. Look at this side, brown gunk. But otherwise it looks to be in good shape and no damages after the transport. Wondering about this keyboard, does it still work or not? Oh, and these buttons, very dirty. Ah, there's a cartridge inside. Basic. I think I have one of those from before. The underside is not yellowed at all as it looks, and yeah, it has the same serial number as the box. What's this then? B2 and some number 86. Then we have the 1010 cassette recorder, and it's quite filthy as well, not that yellowed. There's tape inside. But I'm glad to have this, because I don't have a tape recorder for the Atari machines from before, and this one can be used on both the 800 and the 400. It has this SIO port. The joystick, it's extremely dirty, full of brown dirt, germs. Yeah, and I think one of those feet was from this one. It's missing too. So this is the owner's guide. I guess this is not the user's manual. Just gonna take a look. Yeah, it's just some marketing stuff. So here's the different regions for PAL and NTSC. PAL is pink, NTSC is yellow, and orange. Nothing. So it just goes through a little bit of how to set it up and connect accessories. So too bad the user's manual wasn't there. Computer programs. So this is just different type of type-in programs. Matte flasher. Maybe I'll try these someday. Profit estimator. And here's games for your Atari by Paul Bunn. Yeah. Okay, pages seems to have come loose. So I guess these are just some simple basic games that you can type in. Alright, so this machine is in desperate need for some cleaning and restoration work, which I'm gonna do in another video sometime later. However, we have to test and see if it works, don't we? I think so, at least. However, before I test it, I'm gonna test the power supply, see if it has the correct voltage. It should have 9 volts AC. So let's see now. Yeah, 11.4 at 50 Hertz. So that's yeah, that's good. And the cassette recorder has its own power supply, also 9 volts AC. Same with that, perfectly fine. So then it's safe to connect and test this machine. For video, this machine only has an RF output, and that's a cable that's built into the actual machine. I'm pretty sure you can do some composite mod on this, but that's something I'm gonna take a look at later eventually. So I just need to search for a signal on my TV then. Let's see if we can find something. Yes, found one analog channel. Yes, look at that. It's ready. Nice, it works. And the keyboard, yeah. Make a small program as usual. Okay, I made a bug. I was supposed to, okay, it crashed. Yeah, of course it says go to 20, so break, yeah, 20, go to 10, of course. There you go. So let's test the cassette recorder. Yeah, it lights up. Let's check if we can load something from this tape. No, unfortunately this tape recorder doesn't work. It doesn't spin the tape. Tried both play and rewind, but probably some of the belts or one of the belts are damaged or yeah, missing. So that's one thing I need to figure out later and fix. Yeah, and here's something else. This piece of metal supposed to be glued onto the lid has come loose. What was once a double-sided tape is now totally disintegrated. Okay, then there's nothing exciting I can show you with this machine right now. I don't have any cartridges except this basic, and I have a couple of other programming language cartridges, and that's not that fun. I can connect a tape recorder. I have actually got a solution for this with using a SD card, and I'm gonna show that in the actual video sometime later. But for now, this is how far we get with this machine. I'm pretty happy that it works. So I need to order some belts for this. However, I searched eBay and there seems to be two different models. One with square belts and one with flat belts. So I need to figure out that first. So how do we open this then? Yeah, I suppose it's this one, and yeah, there's one belt there that goes to the counter. However, it is way too big. Probably has stretched at some time. Yeah, it has been stretched beyond its limits, and I just stretched it a little bit more and it broke. I need to order new belts. I know I need these flat ones, except this one is not flat, it's square, but it's yeah, it's too long, that one too. But I have this flat rubber band. Let me try that one. Maybe I can use that. It actually fits perfectly. Yes, look at that, it works. Okay, I'm gonna test. Let's see now, can a rubber band be used? Yeah, it rewinds. I have no idea what's on that tape. Oh, I need to have this cartridge in. Can you load without the basic cartridge? I don't know. Okay, let's try now. maybe it's not that easy. I'm not really sure how you load from a cassette. So Google is your friend, and the way it works, you don't need a cartridge. You just press the play and then you turn on the machine with the start button held in. It boots up and then you hit return. Yeah, I know it actually started. So it's spinning. And it makes some sound. Yeah, that is from the TV, so okay. So there's audio feedback to the TV from the tape loading. Yeah, it makes all kinds of weird noises, and now it stopped, so I think it crashed. So I hit C load and return twice, and then it started to load. Oops, error. No, it's not working. I guess that the rubber band maybe fell off. Yeah, that didn't work very long. So, not able to load from tape at this moment, but I'm sure I'm gonna make it work sometime later. Alright, next up is this very white one, and this is something I bought on a local or a Norwegian retro computer Facebook group. Alright, it's some PC related stuff, retro PC. There you go, that's 2 CD-ROM drives. So I got this cheap. I think I paid 100 NOK or around $10 each, and yeah, maybe that's not that cheap, but I just wanted them to have it in case I want to do some old PC related stuff. This is a Sony NEC OptiArc, and this is a A-Open. And these are obviously quite old, using the old IDE connector type. This one is missing the eject button, or at least the plastic supposed to go in front of it. So let's see here. This is a DVD CD rewritable. So this is in fact a DVD reader, probably only CD rewritable, not really sure. And this one, A-Open, I'm not really sure what it is, if it is just a CD-ROM player or if it's a burner as well. Okay, not much more to say about these, other than I might find some use for them sometime later. Oh, in fact, I found the button. It fell on the floor, probably just came loose in transport, but I think one side is broken off. Here we have a package that came all the way from London in Canada. I guess London is a city in Canada as well. And it says clear video for VIC 20. Let's take a look. And there we have it, with a reused anti-static bag from Mouser. Alright, so this is an adapter for the VIC 20 machine. So this little device, you place it where the VIC chip on the VIC 20 is, and then you place the VIC chip on top in this socket. And this bypasses the RF modulator then and gives a much better signal out on the video. And yeah, it works for both PAL and NTSC. It came with an extra little capacitor. You also need to cut some pins on the board and also solder in a couple of wires, but that should be pretty straightforward. So I'm gonna try and use this in a VIC 20 in some other video. I found this on Etsy.com. Just go to Etsy.com and search for VIC 20 clear video, and the price was around 38 euros or dollars, I think, plus shipping. The last package of this month is this one from DigiKey. I ordered it just 4 days ago, and it came today, and it came all the way from the United States, and the shipping was free, so that's amazing that you still can get something delivered that quickly and not pay for shipping. Obviously you have to come over a certain amount on your order to get free shipping. I think it's like 40 or 50 euros or dollars. So here's a couple of things that I ordered, and not a whole lot, but I am gonna do a project pretty soon where I need some of these parts. Not very exciting. Here's a couple of capacitors, couple of connector housings, couple of IEC connectors, and yeah, more connector stuff. These are the metal parts of the Molex connectors. And here, yeah, let's take a look at these. These are a couple of power supplies. Both are the same. I just got 2 of those. And this is a Meanwell power supply made in the USA, and I don't remember the actual number of this. It probably says here someplace. Yeah, it's a PT65, and it takes AC input ranging from, I think, like 70 to 250 volts in, and output is something most of our old computers use, or at least many of those. It's 5 volts plus, and plus and minus 12 volts. And I think this can provide up to 60 watts. So with this I'm going to build a power supply for using with Amiga machines, since I actually only got 1 power supply for Amiga, but I have several Amiga machines. And the other one I haven't really made plans, but I think I'm going to use it in an MSX machine that needs 100 volts, and that's a little awkward input voltage for Norway, so maybe I'm gonna use this one in that machine so that I can use it here without a step-down transformer. So you will probably see this in another video sometime later. I don't know when, but eventually. Okay, that was it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and thanks a lot for watching, and special thanks to my patrons. See you, bye bye.